Barry Levinson. Where to begin? I've been up here many times on different subjects and had a lot of nice things to say about the acting chief, Kevin Hamilton. I have high hopes for acting chief Dan Hughes. So I'm not anti-police at all. As I stated before, my dad was a police officer in New York City, and so was my favorite uncle. I have the highest respect for police officers, and when they do a good job, they're worth every penny, and they do a great job most of the time. Okay? But I have a real problem with how this whole case came about. I don't agree with the fact that these officers got to review. These are what police officers would call perps, perpetrators. They were the ones who should have been arrested as soon as they saw that tape real time on the monitor of the dispatcher and the watch commander. I don't understand what the confusion was. It was right there. District Attorney Dukakis saw it, and he saw it was pretty clear after he viewed the tape. But anyhow, these people were allowed to go back to work. These officers were allowed to look at, review, re-review, and re-review, we don't know how many times, and change their story about the incident so many times after it was reviewed by superiors. That's not right. That has to change. I haven't heard anything from these council members or even Bruce Whitaker that says that that's not right. It's not right. It's got to change. Why do the police, even when they're guilty of committing crimes, still get put on a pedestal? The privilege goes away when you break the law, even if you're a police officer, Councilman McKinley. I know it's surprising to you, but that should be the way it is. And the laws have to change. And as far as the city attorney, I find it absurd, sir, that a councilman, in the restricted way he wants to look at the tape, review it, not own it, not talk about it, just look at it. You're giving in a half-hour speech about why you don't think it's a great idea, and why he needs 3 votes of the council. It's a city-owned tape, so not only should Councilman Whitaker be able to see it, but Mayor Jones, I'm sure Pat McKinley, although he's denied it, has seen it, Dr. Jones, and Councilman Bankhead, they all deserve to see it. Not only all of them deserve to see it, but everyone here and in the city of Fullerton deserves to see it. Does anybody remember Rodney King? A terrible incident, but in fact, not nearly as bad, because the guy recuperated, as far as I understand, he recuperated 100%. He's not laying in a morgue somewhere, and he was guilty of a crime when the police overdid it and beat him up too severely. But he was guilty of a crime. They were chasing a real perp, a real suspect. In this case, he was doing nothing except hanging out. And that's his first amendment, and his rights is under the Constitution to hang out in a public place. That's all he was guilty of. And I find it absurd, again, getting back to the city attorney saying that Councilman Whitaker has to get 2 votes, and we know you and you and you will never vote for it because you're covering up for the police. We know that. So are you saying you need 3 votes? You're part of the gang, buddy. So maybe we need a new city attorney. Because let me put it this way. You guys, you're so worried about liability. You, Councilman McKinley and Police Chief Sellers, you've certainly done a great job in protecting this city from liability. Rincon, Kelly, Neff, on and on and on and on. You've done well. You're collecting your hundreds and thousands of pensions. We're going to be paying tens of millions of dollars out to citizens because of the great job you've done with liability. And let's get real. We need to, Councilman Whitaker needs to see that tape, and as a first step, it's the least you should be able to do. Thank you.